Welcome to this week's PWR. Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's PWR, or what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what have I been reading, what am I doing with my hands? Okay, yeah, so let's get straight into it. I hope you're doing well, guys. Hope you're having a great week. So what have I played since the last episode of PWR? I'm having a really good time with all of these games, right? It's probably the best week I've had, fun-wise. Do you ever get that feeling where you're playing a video game, you're not really into it, you're kind of thinking, all right, I'll get this out of the way so I can crack on with this next game in my backlog. But this week, or the past week, I'm really happy with all the games that I'm playing, okay? So I think last Sunday evening, this seems to be my Sunday game now, okay? I'm playing World Tour mode with Street Fighter 6. Yes, I'm still playing it. Just enjoying leveling up my character. We're currently level 78 now, so I think I'm strong enough now, or my stats are high enough to get the final chapter done. I'm still on chapter 15.1, and I know 15 is the final chapter, but I just don't want it to end, okay? Yes, I'm still keeping my challenge, so shout out Pazman90. He's challenged me to finish this game, World Tour mode, by Christmas Day. I can see myself dragging it out to Christmas Eve, but maybe tonight I'll do it. I don't know, but last Sunday I sat down and thought, right, I'm going to do it tonight. And then I thought, right, I'll just level my character up one more level. And I was just, no, tonight's not the night. It's got to be perfect weather. I don't know, maybe I need to light the candle or something, get in the mood to finish it. But that's probably his game of the year, that is. It's probably not going to surprise any of you. So I'm still playing that and still really enjoying it. Monday, so I'm continuing my Mortal Monday series. So we played Mortal Kombat XL story mode. I think we got to chapter 9 or 8. I think it was 9, chapter 9. And I thought, like, on Mortal Kombat 1, it's 15 chapters. But I believe it's 12 chapters. So maybe tomorrow we might get it done if I can beat the final boss. I'm not really good with final bosses. But I'm still really enjoying that. Story's not as good as Mortal Kombat 1 or Mortal Kombat 11, but it's still enjoyable, Some still funny scenes in it. It's, for me, Johnny Cage, he's not in it enough, but he's more serious. The comedy's toned down a little bit too much for my liking. But Melina looks fantastic in it, I gotta be honest. So I'm still enjoying that. So tomorrow might be the final Mortal Monday of Mortal Kombat XL. Okay. What else have I been playing? Played this last night and a couple of times in the week. Diablo 3. What a relaxing game. There is a story to it, but I've got the volume not turned right down, like half what I normally have it on. And I've got like YouTube going in the background. I'm always watching YouTube, if you didn't know. It's my favourite medium out there. I think I get a feeling we're like on chapter 3, coming towards the end of chapter 3 on it. Don't know how, it's a massive game apparently, isn't it? So this is probably going to keep me going well after into the new year, probably. But yeah, really enjoying it. And I was going to buy Diablo 4, but I'm really glad I'm waiting. Maybe it'll go on sale Black Friday. I might pull the trigger then. But even if I buy it on Black Friday, I'm not going to suddenly stop playing this. I want to get this done. It's so satisfying leveling up all the weapons, all the bits. Don't just level up your armor in one go. You level up your gloves, your boots, like your chest piece, your shoulder pieces, your helmet. It's and every piece of armor and weapon looks different as well. So it's not just about leveling up your stats. It's good to look at as well. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm becoming. It surprised me how much I'm enjoying it, actually. I did play it when it first came out. I think I bought this. I believe I was living in Exeter when this came out. And there wasn't anything else. I wasn't a game collector then. It was the start of my alcohol issues. where I was drinking like 7 nights a week. Didn't care back then. But I'd buy a game, then like say Destiny came out, great, really enjoyed it. Right, trade that in for the next game. Trade it in. I always had about 2 or 3 games in my collection. Can't remember what they were, but yeah, I kept my collection very small, purposely, you know. So I'm thoroughly enjoying Diablo 3. I do recommend that, guys. If you haven't played a Diablo game, I paid £5 for that sealed in Swansea Comic Con last year, and the reason I had it so cheap was because the disc was loose in it. You know, sometimes the disc somehow works its way loose. It was still perfectly sealed. So the guy said, look, it's £5, but we don't know what the condition's like. It could be scratched. But Blu-ray discs, which is the PS4 discs, are more scratch resistant. So I took a chance, and the disc is perfectly fine. There's not a mark on it. So yeah, I had a good deal there. And oh, this game is so good. It's excellent. It's Mortal Kombat 1. So Season 2 of Evasions has just launched. I was a bit worried that, like, I got Melina up to level 30 on Season 1. But I was a bit disappointed when I realised that you start from 0 again. But of course it makes sense. It wouldn't be fair, because what's the point in playing it? The whole point is to level up your character, but the stats stay the same. So I think I'm level really high with my profile, and my main other stats stay the same. So it's not all those hours I put into it gone to waste. It's just the character that you select's gone back to 0. But now I know what I'm doing a bit more. I played it 2 nights last week, and I'm level 30 already anyway. So rather than just fighting every time you fight, sometimes I could get 1 XP. That'll take you forever. But then I'm fighting, looking at the money, and then going to buy those things in the shop. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about, which give you loads of XP. So in two sittings, I've maxed up Melina already. So I'm just easily getting through all the fights now. So yeah, it's an excellent game. I know a lot of people don't like it, but yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat 1. That's my favourite Mortal Kombat. It's hard because this is the one I'm currently playing. Well, I'm playing 2 Mortal Kombats, but yeah, out of the new 3, then the new trilogy, that's firmly sitting at the top. That is, okay. So that's all I've been playing. I don't think I played anything online. I played a little bit of Melty Blood. It's one of those things, I'm in and out of it, you know, but it's kind of a between game. I think while the Mortal Kombat 1 had an update, obviously with the Season 2, while that was downloading, it's always nice to have Melty Blood or Resogun. They're my 2 games that I go to, my in-between games. So while something's installing, because they're digital only, I can play them while the disc's in. Does that make sense? So I played a little bit of Melty Blood. Okay. What have I been watching? Oh, wow. Let me tell you. If you've got Netflix, do yourself a favour and watch this show. Okay. Blue Eye Samurai. I don't know what it was. I guess I'm partial to samurai stuff. There's quite a few animes on Netflix now, samurai themed. But I thought I just clicked on it, and I think there's 8 episodes, and like episode 1's over an hour. So some are like 40 something minutes, some are closer to an hour. Okay. And episode 1, this is probably the best thing I've seen all year. Okay, that's a big claim, that is. I've watched loads of really good stuff this year. Okay. Kind of a spot. It's obvious to me if you've never watched a movie before. Okay, there's a bit of a twist at the end of every episode. There's a twist, but the big twist. So this is a spoiler, but it is really obvious. Okay, it's a woman. It's not a man. Okay, so it's a harsh story where it does lots of flashbacks. Okay, so something happens to basically Japan. It's in like the 1600s, I think, in Japan, where Japan was closed off to the rest of the world. They closed their borders, so like guns and things like that, they didn't exist in Japan at the time. And her mother was raped by, so it is full on, not for kids, it's full on male and female nudity. Like male, you got the bits on the show, right? Okay, so you have been warned. Don't watch this with your kids, okay, guys? And it's a revenge story, basically. So she has got blue eyes, bright blue eyes. So she's considered like an outcast because it is racism. Because she's half Japanese, half white, she's an outcast. Oh, we don't like outcasts and stuff. She's not trusted. So none of the kids would play with her. They all bully her, brutally bully her. But as she gets older, she runs away, basically, and she wants to get revenge because her mother, I won't do the big spoiler, at the end of the final episode, her mother is looking after her, is trying to protect her by shielding her, not letting her out of the house and stuff. So she runs away, basically. She wants revenge. She befriends this blacksmith, and he's blind, and she becomes like this amazing swordsman, let's say, because she's pretending to be a man. And it's clever. It's like the training montage is brilliant because this blacksmith is considered like the best in the land of making these amazing samurai swords. So the best of the best people come to visit him from all over Japan, and they train in with these swords and stuff, and she's watching all the time and learning. And then when she's finished her shift helping the blacksmith, she's practicing what she's seen. So fast forward into the future when she's an adult, or he's an adult, she's amazing, but she's trained in all the different styles of sword styles and like martial arts kind of thing. And she's not very sure. She meets like this bully samurai, and he thinks it's a little boy, and he's like, the samurai's, oh, you're not strong enough kind of thing. You'll never be strong enough. So what she does is she straps these weights to her arms and to the bottoms of her legs, right? So she's practicing with her sword, okay? And she's got to get her strength up. She's got these weights on her, okay? So then fast forward then, she's on a revenge quest, let's say. And she's got to, she's trying to track down these people. She's got a couple of names to go on. So basically, there's a big fight at the end, okay? And this is a spoiler, but this is how cool it is, right? So check this out. She annihilates all the guards, right? In really amazing, fighting style. I can't say the word. Fantastic, okay? And they must have had experts in there to show them how to do the moves and stuff like that. And then she meets this, like, the big boss kind of thing. So she meets a match kind of thing. But she's fighting a man, isn't she? And this man is way stronger and faster than her. And it's like, so she's not as good as they led you to believe. So she's not the perfect, like, samurai with all these different styles. But then she's on the floor and blood coming out of her nose and stuff. And, like, the man's like, you weakling, you're pathetic or something like that. But she's still got those weights on. So she takes those weights off. They drop on the floor, off her legs. And she goes, let's go again. And she batters him, right? And it's like, that was so... it was so good, okay? I know I've maybe given you the plot of the first episode. All that happens in one episode, okay? And every single episode is as good as that. It is, I got note here, epic to see the difference between swords versus guns. So imagine all these Japanese people never seen a gun before. They're amazing with a sword. And then your opponent pulls out this long stick rifle thing, you don't know what that is, and just shoots you. And you're like, you're not faster than a bullet kind of thing. One of the episodes, I think right at the beginning, it was epic. It's got Metallica soundtrack in there. It's like, wow, I didn't expect that. It works. It's a Japanese movie with like a traditional Japanese soundtrack, which I love all that. And then all of a sudden, it's got a Metallica soundtrack in there, and it works. It's very... I can't compare it to anything else I've ever seen because it's so different. You really don't know what's going to happen next, okay? It is very funny as well. There's a few funny characters in there. But from a story, if you like revenge stories, and the good thing is, it's right at the end, there's got to be a season 2. There's got to be. They've left it open for season 2, okay? I really hope they do. Obviously, the owners of Netflix are subscribed to my channel because I'm such a big channel, aren't they? So please, Netflix, get working on it quickly. But yeah, that was Blue Eye Samurai. A 10 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it, in case you couldn't tell. Prime, haven't watched anything on Prime, but I have watched on, I think it was on Netflix actually. It's called Old. I remember seeing the advert for it and I thought, oh, this looks interesting. I'll keep an eye out for it when it comes out on Blu-ray. Completely forgot about it. I don't think it's that old a movie. It's like 2-year-old movie or something. And then I've got a voucher for Prime, and I was going to, like, £10 voucher to use on the store. Not for goods, but for, like, on the video store kind of thing. I was looking and that Old came up, and then something told me, just check it's not on Netflix now. So I went on Netflix, and it's on Netflix, but it's only got a couple of days left, like a week or so left before it comes off. But it's made by the director. I've watched a lot of his movies. It's M. Night Shyamalan. I think I've pronounced that right. He's the director of Sixth Sense, Signs, and The Village. Now the thing with Sixth Sense, Signs, and Village, what's the unique thing about those? Yes, they're really good twists. You'll only ever want to watch them once, because you haven't seen the twist. I've never watched Sixth Sense. I've got no urge to watch the Sixth Sense ever again because I know the twist. Same with Signs, and same with The Village. I've tried to watch The Village twice. It's crap the second time round, but the first time you watch it, it is a good twist, isn't it? And this Old is, it's not up there with those other 3 films I just mentioned, okay? But it's a weird movie. It's like, it's a good idea. It's almost like he had a really good idea for a movie, but he didn't know how to end the movie, okay? So it's these families are put onto a beach. You don't know why. They're on holiday and they're selected from the hotel, and there's kids and stuff like that. But there's something weird about the beach. They can't leave the beach, okay? They like they collapse, and like the head goes all funny kind of thing. They get lightheaded and then they collapse, so they can't leave. They try swimming away. That doesn't work. So they're stranded on this beach. But like this one boy is 6 years old, and very quickly he's like a fully grown man, and it's bonkers to see. It's a trip, okay? It is worth watching, but I wouldn't recommend buying. Don't spend any money on it. If you've got Netflix, it's still on. As a film in this video, it's still on Netflix. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but it's an alright kind of movie. A 6.5, 7 out of 10 movie, okay? YouTube, always got YouTube on. This week's video of the week. The channel name is Lydia Blackmore, okay? Discovered her channel. I think she'd commented on one of my videos, and I thought, I haven't recognised that name, so I clicked on it. And yeah, subscribed straight away. She's into anime, showing off her collections and stuff like that, okay? The video is my anime 15 rating DVD collection part 2 2023 edition, okay? Now, what's unique with this channel, there's no talking. She's just got her collection out, like, on her bed, and she just picks up, like, she'll pick up the thing and just open it, show you the inside and stuff like that. I thought, that's different. That's very unique, you know. But I don't know why she does it that way, but it's still enjoyable to watch. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, it's mad to think how far I've come, I suppose, with my anxiety. I wanted to set a channel up to help with my anxiety, okay? But my original videos was just the camera pointing down at my desk, so you'd only see my hands, and I would do like pickups or collections. I'd be talking, but you wouldn't see my face. And then I think when we got to 100 subscribers or something, I said I'd do a face reveal kind of thing. Oh, big reveal. But yeah, I think I'm in most of my videos now, aren't I? But it just goes to show you can have anyone can have a YouTube channel, and it's, for me, it's the best thing. Yes, you got to be aware there's trolls. I've got a couple of trolls. I've dealt with 1 or 2 live. I got 1 or 2 then commenting here and there, and you think, nah, you're not going to get to me, mate. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be naive to think, as your channel gets bigger, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? So bear that in mind if you're thinking of setting up a YouTube channel. But going back to Lydia Blackmore's video, she's got a really good collection. And I like the fact that she's got, the first one she picks up is my favourite, Akira. Second one she picks up is my second favourite, Ghost in a Shell. Third one she picks up is my third favourite, Ninja Scroll. I don't know if she put them in order of her favourites. I don't know if it's like a top 10 or something like that. But I just thought, that's my favourite. Oh, that's my second favourite. That's my third favourite. The other thing as well I thought was interesting was she owns 3 different variants of Akira. I don't know what the differences are. But like 3 different cover variants. I know because Akira's from the 80s. They're re-releasing it all the time. I've got the... what have I got? Like the deluxe. I've only owned 1 copy of it. I don't know what. The Blu-ray, HD, with a couple of other extras, you know, Steelbook and all that. Yeah, but I thought that was interesting. But, right, this is what I'm going to ask. I don't ask a lot, right? I'm not about... I like the fact I've hitting milestones with subscribers. I don't really look at my views too much, okay? But can we help? Can 9 of you, okay, that watch this video normally get more than 9 viewers? So if 9 people watch this video, can you go, I'll obviously tag it in the description, Lydia's channel. She's got 91 subscribers. I thought, wouldn't it be nice if 9, I've subscribed, if 9 of you out there just subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Just hit that subscription. Be nice to get her to 100 subscribers. Can we do one nice thing for someone else today? Okay. Yeah, so that was Lydia Blackmore channel. Yeah, I really enjoyed your videos. Okay, what have I been reading? Surprise, surprise! Mortal Kombat. So, long live Mortal Kombat Round 1. We're up to Mortal Kombat 3 now, okay? I haven't actually read that much. So part 3, I'm literally a couple of pages into, it's like in sections, like, you know, I think this only goes up to Mortal Kombat 4, okay? But it's talking a lot more about the home console versions now, but still Ed Boon and Sean Tobias, they're the arcade guys. That's where the vanilla or the best version of these games back then, they were in the arcades. And it's Acclaim are doing the home ports and stuff like that. But they're just going from strength to strength to strength now, okay? It's probably the least I've read, though. I've been struggling a little tiny bit with my mental health. We've had a tough week, basically. My supervisor's been off on annual leave, and some stuff going on, and it's like, I'm not supervisor anymore. I used to be supervisor, but it's like, no, my shift finishes now, and it just takes a toll on my mental health. So it has a knock-on effect. I hate it, right? The way I'm wired, I suppose. It's all wrong, isn't it? But I haven't read as much as I want to. But the best, or the thing that stood out in what I've read last week is mainly in America. It was a lot on the news, wasn't it? You know, the age rating and stuff like that, where it was put onto the game developers to... you had to like almost police yourself with the age rating system and stuff like that, and they had to, it's interesting, they had a meeting with Nintendo and Sega and the councillors or whatever. They had this big meeting in America, so representative of Sega, representative, higher people now, representative of Nintendo went to this meeting to discuss how are we gonna come up with a universal. It can't be one thing for Sega, one thing for Nintendo, one thing for whoever. It didn't mean it had to be a universal thing. And it was disappointing that all Sega and Nintendo, they were so competitive with each other, like they were butting heads. They were just slagging off. Sega got up and slagged off Nintendo. Nintendo got up and retaliated and slagged off Sega, kind of thing. Rather than working together, it was just like a slag fest. And I think Acclaim, so the home port developers of Mortal Kombat, the meetings are held in their headquarters. So, because Sega didn't want to go to Nintendo, it's childish, innit? Nintendo didn't want to go to Sega. Do you know what I mean? So they had like, and it was basically Mortal Kombat did play a pivotal role in all that age rating. I didn't know that, see. But it did change the way gaming is today. I just thought, well, if you want a game to sell, have it as like a PG or a kids game then, but then have all the blood and guts. But if you did that, then obviously, so there's no age rating, so every parent will pick that game up and go, oh, that's safe for my kids. A lot of parents don't care, do they? But if what would stop that from happening? So say Mortal Kombat said, yeah, it's kid friendly with all the fatalities, all the blood, and yeah, it's fine for kids. Or they'd be ordered then, all the stock, all the sellers like Toys R Us, Best Buy and stuff like that, they'd be told to send the games back, kind of thing. And yes, it was in their interests not to lie, kind of thing. So I thought that was very interesting. It was a good big chapter. It wasn't even talking about Mortal Kombat, but it was interesting. But that's so detailed. But Mortal Kombat technically played a role in the age rating, if that makes sense. I know I'm not really good at explaining things, guys. That's why I make my notes. But yeah, really am enjoying that. Okay, there we go. I think I've jabbered long enough. Remember now your homework. Lydia Blackmore, go subscribe to her, please. Be nice. Just do a nice thing, innit? Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday and have a good week next week. Love you. Bye.